Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of July, I'll still be offering the mid-year option, which looks into the second half of 2019 and what kind of experiences, challenges, and blessings might be a part of that time frame for you. And the other one, it's called the tides, and it's a reading that looks upon the theme of emotional current, what kind of new emotional energy is being brought into your life and what kind of emotional energy is being dragged out. So if you would like to know more details about those special offers or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. I apologize because I'm kind of sick, and so my voice might be sometimes a little funny, or I might cough during your reading, so just bear with me. So, Cancer, it does feel like some of you are quite attached during this month to an experience or a situation that it's hard for you to be with and without. So it's like an energy where the attachment and the possessive element that might be a part of the situation runs so deep that it's all consuming. There's something here that's all consuming for some of you Cancers, and it does feel like some of you need to watch and be careful, because if this is about a new relationship that some of you have started recently or someone that you have just met, there's this idea that things can get crazy and intense and fast, and there's this crash effect that might happen, this crash and burnout energy that might then lead you in a position that it's unwanted when it comes to moving too fast with something and not being cautious with it. So there's also this balancing effect between caution and action that it's needed, because some of you are either moving too fast or not moving at all, or there are situations in your life that you are feeling stagnant, and there's this force here coming into the month to help you uproot something that you might not want to uproot, but you might need to in order to find freedom, that is just going to take you somewhere where you can feel stronger, where you can feel independent, where you can feel that you're rising above control. Because for some of you, there is either something controlling you, an emotion, a relationship, your family, a setting, your financial situation. Is like there's this very controlling, this very strong controlling effect that some of you are under, that has been limiting for some of you your independence. And there's a cry for independence for some of you Cancers during July that might be very liberating and very like a life-changing force. This could be talking about the energy of the eclipse for some of you Cancers, where definitely being in your sign, there's a strong focus on the self, and there's a strong focus in all that you represent in your essence. So there are things about your nature and about the evolution of that same nature and the development of your own self and life, that it's so vital, it's so important during this month to lead you to your happy ending, to lead you really where you want to be. So some of you unconsciously, which is the 10 of Cups, you're being driven to find your happiness, to find fulfillment, to find that experience in any area of life that brings you the whole, that is like the whole and the fullest that you can reap in life. When it comes to the emotional dimension, and that's the dimension actually where Cancers not naturally like to be in, and where they want to achieve excellence. So I do feel like if you have been looking to a way out of a situation, this is the month where that opportunity might appear. It's like an extraction, an exit, a way towards an exit that has been unavailable to you because you couldn't. It's like there's a pattern here with your thoughts, with your insecurities, with the way you have been previously experiencing your strength and your demeanor over situations, your control, your power, that has not been present. And I'm feeling like this month is like a supercharged experience for some of you cancers where suddenly you're feeling super powerful, super ready, super even combative against people and situations that are trying to stop you from evolving, that are trying to stop you from finding this happy ending. Now, there is that caution. Some of you are moving too fast, and there can be a burnout, especially for cancers where this is pertaining to your love life. There could be this there's this accelerator energy here, this acceleration that it's so intense and so crazy that it can make you sometimes lose track of what's really going on. And if someone is trying as well to make you move faster than what you're ready, I feel like you must, especially while we're such we have so much influence of retrograde energy right now during this month that it's like crazy. If you can just move at your pace but with caution, live, but don't forget to have some cautionary measures here put into place in case an accident happens, in case something falls a little bit out of line, because with all this retrograde influence, Cancer, especially, there's tons of energy in your sign. Things might be great, and it's not that there are an illusion. I don't see illusions here. I actually see that you are evolving and in this path of great evolution, that it's intense and overwhelming, and just what you're meant to be in alignment with during this time. But there are temptations, I feel, in your way. With this retrograde energy is bringing temptations for some of you cancers, and it feels like it has to deal with love, lust, and the power of attachment, and how attachment can confine you back into this. So there's this almost like this duality between, for some of you cancers, your freedom, your independence, your autonomy, which is something that you're also very, 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 very focused into. There's this friction between that and then your love life and the dynamics you are involved, or the tendencies you have, how you usually relate when it comes to love and relationships. And they might differ because there might be dynamics in your life, Cancer, where love and relationships are experienced as possessions or ownership, or where there's a lot of insecurity. There's a lot of, again, it could be that you have the tendency to attract partners that cage you in. There's this protection barrier that some of you might be, it's like someone might be trying to put that protection barrier where they should be allowing you to fly freely. If this is already in current relationships, there might be that struggle, that conflict arising during this time. It could be that either your partner is not giving you the freedom you need to pursue your goals during this time, or you might not be able to give up control and to allow your partner or those you love to walk their path, even if it means that for a little bit they might not be 100% available for you or present for you. It's like a choice. There's something here about the choice for Cancer of how do you see love? It's like, you know that saying, when you love someone, you set them free, or you hold on tightly to them. There's that. I feel like some of you don't know because you have both. There's this thing about in your nature, there's the presence of both archetypes here, of both concepts, and you might be struggling. You might really be struggling, and this could also be manifested in terms of you representing one concept, and again, your counterpart, the other person in the story, representing the other, and again, clashing, because your needs to feel emotionally secured and safe might really differ from your partner's needs. And I also feel like some of you are looking for ways to improve the quality of your life. I do feel like some of you are going to establish something that you're going to be proud of this month of July. It's like you're going to put a mark, put some sort of mark out there, put some sort of it's like expression of your truth, expression of your creative, passionate self that is going to make a huge difference in the outcomes that you're going to find ahead. It's like, it feels like you hold here an important key during the month to make a difference for yourself and for others that are part of your life. It's like you might be on command or need to take command of situations so that they turn out to be just what you wanted. If this is about finances, it feels like some of you are trying to hold on to your possessions, right? To feel safe, secured, stabilized in your material life. But again, that same contrast might be happening where the more you hold on to material possessions, the more you're afraid to open and freely give so that you can receive, because that's also part of the energy of financial flow. It's a flow, it's a currency, so you have to give away so you can receive. Some of you are also tested when it comes to finances. All your attachments, all the things that you feel like you have to have that ownership over, or else you won't be free, or else you won't find all that you long to find. I feel like some of you, again, the freedom concept here, by giving something away, by allowing something to just be, you will see how you will receive double, triple from what you have given away, from what you have surrendered here. Because I also feel like some of you, this is about giving in to an energy that is emotionally attractive and appealing, but scary, because again of that flow, of that trust in divine energy, trust in God, trust in the universe that you're being asked to have, that it will all turn out to be just well. I feel like some of you you're taking stock of what you have during this time, and it's like you're accumulating. Some of you are like in this it's like some of you during July might be need to have, you might be in those moments where you really need to have to be, you really need to have physical contact with your partner or with the person of your interest, really to hold on to them, really to have them there setting your rules for you so that you can feel safe. Or you need to have all the things you desire, your possessions with you, your kids with you, your loved ones with you, all the things you feel like you need to feel safe, and putting that, again, ownership vibration there. And I feel like for some of you, the major effect that this could be creating as well is that there's this high degree of nervousness that is like a difficulty in cooling down and relaxing Some of you might have a hard time relaxing during this time, finding, that moments of tranquility and peace because you're not able to let go. That's the problem with the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles closes in. It's protection mode, it's preservation mode, and the Seven of Wands is defensive mode, is shut down the doors mode, right? Don't open here the gates. So you're really closing here something that could be dealing with your family, your love life, again, as I said initially, or any other thing that you feel you need to protect. Because else, if you don't do that, it's going to fall away. It's going to be taken away. It's going to walk away from you. It's going to run away. So you could be doing this to someone, even if in a subconscious form, and not realizing. Some of you are not realizing the damage you could be doing to your relationships by this controlling means. Or, of course, in the other way, if someone is doing this to you, it's like, I feel like you will have to stand up. It's like, because I do feel like some of you, that this is about relationship. There's a little bit of a paranoid feeling. It's like, it does feel like there's the presence of a real love connection here. A real strong, emotionally fulfilling, with huge potential situation. So, it's like, the love is not going anywhere, but because it runs so deep and it's so valuable for you, and maybe something's just recent you have found, you're so afraid to lose it, or your partner is so afraid to lose you, that they go into this freak, like this mind freak control, this control freak, mindset. And this will cause problems to the relationship. It's like, if you let it be, it will grow wonderfully. And you will see soon that it will grow wonderfully. If you control too much, there will be barriers. There will be barriers that will be built between the intimacy here, between the trust here. Because no relationship can really survive in an environment like this, that is controlling to the point where it's, again, taking stock, obsessing and observing every step you take, every little thing you do. I keep getting like, Cancers, you need just to breathe and move aside a little bit, get a little bit out of your way when it comes to things you want to have that control, and let it be. Because the things that are passing through your life right now, they're super exciting and they are wonderful. I keep getting like, there's something wonderful coming your way, if not in July, already ahead. In the next months, this eclipse charged energy into your sign is going to bring you, again, Cancer is the happy ending, is emotional fulfillment, is family, building a home, building a relationship that feels nourishing and safe, taking care of each other. It's about pure emotional contentment with simple things, such as having, your perfect little home. Or looking at your kids' eyes and seeing how happy they are, how well fed they are. Or looking at your partner and taking care of them. Because Cancer is the mother archetype, so it's always about taking care, nourishment, pure unconditional love. So this eclipse is going to bring you something wonderful when it comes to an experience where the love is unconditional. So that's why you don't need to control it, because you're just doing harm to you and probably to the others involved in the story, because it's unconditional. It's not going to go anywhere. So I hope you have a great month, Cancer. I want to thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.